Hey guys, what's going on? It's Savis Romo bringing you all your daily dose for interactive sports talk radio. It is March 2nd, 2012, and today is the 50th anniversary of Wilt Chamberlain's storied, whimsical, much rumored 100-point game. I'm not saying it didn't happen when I say much rumored, but it's interesting to me that there is no video evidence. There are still photos, sound recordings, eyewitness accounts. Again, not saying it didn't happen, just simply saying storied and whimsical and mysterious. Big accomplishment for Wilt Chamberlain, who passed away in 1999. And it's probably a feat that nobody is ever going to top ever again. Is 100 points. Kobe Bryant was close a couple years ago with his 81 points in one game. But 100 points, I think that most people who will go for that will stop before they get to 100, out of respect for Wilt Chamberlain's career. I'm a personal believer that records are like bones; they are made to be broken. But either way, doesn't matter. I think that these guys are true professionals, and they will certainly 100% not try to step on anyone's historical toes. I just don't see that happening. I think that these guys, some of them would think that that's classless. Some of these guys only dream about scoring 100 points. So for that to happen would be historical in this day and age. The Boston Celtics respond to reports of a Rondo trade. Doc Rivers said that his relationship is as strong as ever, and owner Danny Ainge said that trading Rondo makes no logical sense, calling him the best player on the team. And that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. Your best player on the team shouldn't go for an offer against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That to me is a no-brainer. The player that you are calling your best player should play like your best player every single night. There's a reason that Steve Nash doesn't win the MVP award anymore, because he's not the most valuable player anymore, and he would not be considered the best player on a basketball team at this point in his career. No disrespect to Nash, but that's just a fact of life. Rajon Rondo is not in MVP discussions. Rajon Rondo puts up goose eggs against teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Rajon Rondo cannot be your best player. I still give that title to somebody like Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, maybe even, what's that guy's name? Oh, wow. This is really bad. KG, Kevin Garnett, possibly even Kevin Garnett. Those are the only players that I would maybe give that title to on the Celtics. But either way, moving forward, the New Orleans Saints face heavy punishment stemming from a 2-year investigation done by the NFL into a bounty program that was ran by then defensive coordinator Greg Williams. He has since left and gone to the St. Louis Rams. This is bad for the Saints, okay? Greg Williams rewarded players for interceptions, fumble recoveries, and inflicting injuries on opposing players. This is really bad for the Saints. 27 players were found to have been active participants in this bounty program. It just doesn't make sense to me. You play football as almost like a fraternity, okay? You all talk to each other, you all play against each other, you all see each other sometimes at least once a year, okay? And who's to say that you may not go to another team and play with these guys later in your career and have to sit there and be like, yeah, hey, I tried to hurt you earlier when I played for this team, but now that we're on the same team, we're all cool, right? No, it doesn't work like that. This is disrespectful to the players in the league. This is disrespectful and shameful for the NFL. If this was encouraged by the NFL, I would say they needed to close their doors. But this wasn't encouraged by the NFL. This is going to be reprimanded by the NFL. The Saints are going to face stiff punishment. If I was the NFL, I would suspend Greg Williams for more than just 1 or 2 games. I would give him 8 games suspension. These players that were involved, the players who actually performed in this bounty, succeeded with winning their money, should get at least 4-game suspensions. The players who participated should be fined, in my opinion. Those players that participated and didn't win any money should be fined. They should lose more money because of this. This is a horrible disgrace to the game of football. I cannot get over how they call themselves professionals, but they participate in things like this. And head coach Sean Payton knew about this. He knew that it was going on. Was not an active participant or even helped out with this. None of that, but he knew about it, and he never said anything. He never tried to get in the way. And I'm not criticizing him for not doing something. I'm not trying to criticize him, put him in the same boat that most people put Joe Paterno in. In Joe Paterno's situation, he told the people that he needed to tell what was going on. Okay? In Sean Payton's situation, he told nobody. Okay? He went home and told his wife and probably had a laugh about it. Now, that is not true. I don't know that he told his wife. I don't know that he laughed about it. But that's what I could picture going on in my head if he's allowing this to go on. In my opinion, Sean Payton should be suspended for allowing this in his locker room. As the head coach of a football team, you have to step up and take responsibility. Whether you have an offensive background or a defensive background or a special teams background, you have to take responsibility for your team. You cannot let this happen in your locker room. Period. End of story. I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. The NFL needs to rain vengeance and fury all over the New Orleans Saints for this. As you can tell, I'm very fired up about this because it is a very disturbing thing to think about. Okay? This is not, let's go out here and play our hardest and win football games. This is go out there, get interceptions, get fumbles, and hurt the other guys. The investigation started after the Saints were accused of going after, quote-unquote, quarterbacks Kurt Warner and Brett Favre. Now, they knocked out Kurt Warner in what I believe was a wild card or a divisional round playoff game. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I didn't write it down here. I didn't think I was going to go this in-depth about it. And they pretty much knocked Brett Favre into retirement in the NFC Championship game in 2009. Okay? They hurt him bad enough that he did not want to come back the next year. Okay? He eventually did come back the next year. He played for the Vikings again one more season. But he had no desire to come back and play football the next year. This is a disgrace. This is shameful. I'm almost disgusted to be a football fan right now. I would be disgusted to be a Saints fan if I was a Saints fan. This is unacceptable. They need to lose draft picks. They need fines. They need suspensions. I don't know what else to do to these guys, but none of that even sounds like it's enough, okay? My personal opinion. You guys let me know how you feel about it on Twitter or in the comments section below. Notable players who got the franchise tag today. Ravens running back Ray Rice, who I discussed yesterday, did actually officially get the franchise tag today, like I had mentioned yesterday. This is so the Ravens can work out a long-term deal with the running back Ray Rice. They want to keep him around for many years, not just this one. Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson, 49ers safety Deshaun Goldson, and Raiders safety Tyvon Branch, all getting the franchise tag today. That's all I have for you guys. This has been your Daily Dose, administered by me, the one and only Save Us Romo. Follow me on Twitter at save_us_Romo. Follow IST Radio on Twitter at IST Radio. Take it easy. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and stay tuned for my articles coming up Saturday and Sunday, March 3rd and 4th. Take it easy, everybody.